While the Bavarian automaker is no stranger to high-performance wagons, it actually has a decades-long tradition in making practical M-badged models. The fact is that such M5 has been exclusive to European drivers so far. Well, this changes with the new generation of the sports car that defined its class long ago. After several months of speculations, anticipations, and digital renderings circulating around the internet, the new 2025 BMW M5 Touring is finally here, ready to conquer America. Before we start, make sure to check other videos on our channel. New model reviews and previews, classic car reviews, car comparisons. There's a lot you can find and much more to come, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. 2025 BMW M5 Touring, a more practical ultimate driving machine. The M5 doesn't need any kind of introduction. It defined the mid-size sports sedan class decades ago. But some things have been missing so badly, at least in North America. While the Ingolstadt rival has been offering its impressive wagons for years, the Bavarian automaker hasn't been selling performance wagons on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. Is it because BMW wanted to preserve the purity of its ultimate driving machine reputation? Or was it something else? We don't know. After all, it's not even important now. The new BMW M5 Touring is here in North America for the first time. And what are the first impressions? Well, the first thing to notice is that the front end mimics the earlier introduced sedan version. The design language is exactly the same, with all those upgrades over the standard 5 Series we've already seen. Sharp edges, along with reasonably sized kidneys, are the first things to notice. But then you take a quick look from the side and figure out that things are just perfect. A sleek profile with the body line that stretches along the vehicle's whole length catches the light so well and creates a perfect synergy with the car's long wagon roof that ends with subtle spoiler caps. It's pretty clear that BMW has never made such an elegant yet muscular wagon, at least from what we can see on images of previous generations, considering that not many of them made it to our shores through secondhand imports. Anyway, the overall design brings that substantial difference to the rear-end design, but that aside, there's no difference compared to the sedan, which already won our hearts with its sleek yet angular design approach. And boy, that Isle of Man green metallic paint looks just perfect. So good that we don't even mind the fact that there are just too many M badges around the vehicle that do not favor the M5 Touring's predominantly clean design. BMW M5 Touring Interior Super Wagon. Wagons used to be all about practicality. A comfortable passenger area would be complemented by generous cargo space large enough to equip the whole family for a 10-day holiday trip. And the M5 Touring definitely checks these boxes. It may wear the M badge and perform like a supercar, but it didn't lose any of the traditional wagon qualities. With a wheelbase that exceeds 118 inches, it's pretty clear that the amount of legroom and passenger space in general is excellent. But that's something you already get from the M5 sedan. The catch is in what is behind the seats. There, you'll find around 18 cubic feet of cargo space. It's not spectacular if we compare it to the RS6's 30 cubic feet, or if we want to talk about wagon practicality, the Outback's 33 cubic feet, but it's okay. The key advantage over the sedan version is the ability to expand. Once the rear seats go down, the max volume increases to 57.6 cubic feet, and if we consider that the X5 offers around 33 cubic feet behind the second row, it's pretty clear that with a little bit of playing with the rear seats, this wagon can easily be as practical as a much bulkier mid-size SUV. Along with the impressive cargo space, this wagon features all the qualities that typically come with the 5 Series and the M5 sedan. So, yes, there are the same kinds of upgrades you can find in the sedan, starting from the flat bottom steering wheel with the red center hash mark, along with massive shift paddles. Normally, the M5 badged models come with sportier seats to ensure excellent side support, and the M5 Touring is no exception. Furthermore, just like the sedan, it adds unique lighting elements as well as a nice selection of available materials upgrades, including leather, wood, and aluminum trim. Still, the overall layout is a typical 5 Series. Once again, the Bavarian automaker delivered a nice mix of luxury and tech, including massive digital screens designed in BMW's latest fashion. Just like the sedan, it also offers various upgrades, including standalone options like merino leather, or equipment groups like the Executive Package, which loads this high performer with all kinds of luxury bits. As mentioned, the M5 utilizes BMW's new interior layout, including a massive panel that integrates in an instrument cluster and infotainment screen. In this case, things are pretty much the same as in the sedan, so every model comes standard with a massive 14.9-inch infotainment screen, as well as equally impressive 12.3-inch digital gauges. As you'd expect from a modern-day vehicle, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are on the list of standard equipment, just like the 5G connection and Bowers & Wilkins audio system are. The same thing applies to safety features, as goodies like automatic emergency braking, pedestrian detection, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, rear cross traffic alert, and similar things are among standard features. Still, you will have to pay extra to get the advanced adaptive cruise control with hands-free driving mode. Powertrain and Performance. Finally, a few words about the most interesting aspect of the M5 Touring. The overall design may be based on the standard 5 Series, but things are completely different under the skin. Typically for M-badged models, there's a full load of chassis and suspension upgrades, new brakes, and many more. 21-inch wheels in the back, 20-inch wheels at the front and behind them, ceramic brakes with yellow-painted calipers. The list of M upgrades goes on and includes an adaptive M suspension and active integral steering, all designed to provide the ultimate driving experience and compensate for the added weight. Still, we know what interests you the most: the engine. Well, things are pretty much the same as in the sedan version. The M5 got electrified, so besides the well-known 4.4-liter V8 twin-turbo gas engine, there's also an electric motor in combination with a 14.8 kWh battery pack. Besides plenty of juice for the electric motor, this battery also adds some weight. The M5 Touring is not exactly how you imagined a high-performance car. It weighs around 5,530 pounds, 140 more than the sedan, but if you think it's sluggish, you are so wrong. Because not only that the chassis has been executed so well that it's impossible to feel all that weight behind the steering wheel, but this is also the most powerful M5 we've seen so far. First, the V8 is responsible for 577 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque, which is already a respectable amount of power. But then comes the electric motor, which raises the overall output to an impressive 717 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque. The power is sent through a familiar 8-speed automatic gearbox, which sends power to a rear-biased, rear-wheel drive system that ensures adequate traction for this huge amount of power. As a result, despite the added weight, the M5 Touring is capable of hitting 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds, just 0.1 seconds slower than the 140-pound lighter sedan. As for the top speed, if you opt for the M Drivers package, well, it goes over 190 miles per hour, so it's pretty legal to say that the Audi RS6 Avant has finally got a worthy competitor. Details about fuel economy are still unavailable, but we don't think that potential buyers would care about this aspect anyway. On the other hand, we know that the 14.8 kWh battery should ensure around 25 miles in the EV mode, meaning that the M5 Touring isn't a fantastic daily car only because of the massive cargo area, but also because of the ability to cover short distances very efficiently. Pricing. As mentioned, this is the first time the M5 Touring makes its way to North America, and as expected, it's not cheap. No, this super wagon is priced at $122,675, but figures can go even higher if you pick some of the offered options. For comparison, the sedan version is $2,000 cheaper and starts at $120,675. What do you think about the BMW M5 Touring coming to North America for the first time? Which one would you choose, this one or the RS6 Avant? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.